All right, let's jump into it with the sauce, guys. So it is a huge mistake to rank up to gold in the classic arena. I know, sounds counterintuitive, but we're going to talk about why in this video. It's one of the biggest traps noobs fall into. Guys, I have a very deep regret, and it's not doing the freaking arbiter missions as I progress through the game, because now I have to backlog and do all of them, and it's really annoying, and it's kind of like an inefficient use of my energy, but I have to do them because these missions give you so many rewards, and the legendary arbiter champion, both of those things are really good. That's the first tip of this video. Just don't forget. I really wish somebody told me that when I first started playing, because there's so many like daily missions, weekly missions, clan missions. There's so many different like things to check off in the game that it can be overwhelming. Having to go back and do all of them and clear stage 7 on normal is just annoying. And speaking of deep regrets, you will deeply regret it if you don't start your raid journey with my promo link. Because with the promo link, you get $200 worth of free stuff, which would take like 6 to 12 months of free-to-play grinding to get. And the single best thing that you can do to support me right now is not to pay me money, not to donate to me. It's to download raid with my promo link completely for free and do the tutorial. Because depending on how many of you do that, depends on if Game Leap signs me on for the long term. And if they don't do that, the Dota content that you know and love probably goes down the toilet because I'll be homeless. If you use my link, you're going to get the Elenaril Legendary, you're going to get the Lightsworn Epic at level 10, the Vergis Epic at level 20, and the Tagoar Epic. And if you use the code Demon Slayer after using my link, you will unlock the Tholen Foulbeard Legendary. And this is good stuff, guys. And I'm not going to lie, today I hit kind of like a flow state with this game where I was coming off of a hard day of Dota and I just like lost myself to grinding this game. And I really appreciated it for that, to avoid the negative emotions of going 1-4 in Dota today. All right, back to the sauce, guys. So don't rank up to gold, right? Because that's where the big boys play. And you want to be able to win all of your arena battles in the early and mid game. So don't fall into the trap of chasing the cloud of rank. Never rank up to gold early on. Stay in silver for as long as you possibly can. So intentionally put on a weak defense because you want to be losing rating with your defense and then winning battles with your tokens, right? To complete things like daily quests and missions and the likes of that, right? So don't rank up to gold and get spanked. Don't do it. It's not worth the spanking. All right, next tip, guys, is going to be about stats and gear, because stats matter a lot, guys. And the primary stat, this is the first thing about it, the primary stat matters more than the other stat on gear. I was misgearing my Tholen before by not taking into account the primary stat, right? So let's talk about this a little bit because it is a little bit complicated. So here's the gear sauce, right? The weapon will always have attack as the main stat. The helmet will always have flat HP as the main stat, and the shield will always have defense as the main stat. However, the gloves, the chest, and the boots will have variable stats, right? I don't know why Plarium made it this way, but they did. So what should you look for on the variable stat items? So on boots, always speed. I've said this before, no matter what. And this is the easiest one. There may be like 1 out of 100 exceptions, but this is a good rule of thumb for new players. And on the gauntlets, it's going to be crit rate percentage, not crit damage, crit rate percentage. Remember that on any champion that's attacking. Now with the chest, it's going to be the attack percentage again on attack-based champions, and health percentage is good on non-attack-based champions. But who cares about those? Because the attack-based champions are more fun, right? No, I'm just playing. We like supports. Also, shout out to Booghost in my Twitch chat for giving me some really good tips when I was streaming earlier. Okay, something else that I wanted to cover, guys, is the accuracy stat, because the other stats are pretty self-explanatory, right? Like crit rate is just the rate at which your attacks crit. Attack percentage is just buffing your attack by a percentage. But accuracy just has this number, so it can be hard to know what it means. The rule of thumb that I learned is that you need 10 accuracy, and this is on champions that need accuracy, not just any champion, right? And I'll talk about that in a second, but per dungeon stage. So 10 accuracy per dungeon stage that you're doing. So if you're trying for like a stage 7 in a dungeon, then 70 accuracy is what you need. And you need accuracy on debuff champions like Kale with his poison. That's who accuracy matters on. All right, something else that you guys should do is to not crack your shards unless there's a 2x event. That's it. So these progressive chance events, it's bait. It's all bait for you to waste your shards and not get the most out of them, okay? Wait for the 2x event. Sometimes I be getting tempted if I'm bored. I was gonna rip some ancient shards with this progressive chance. I saw this guy and he looks really cool. He looks like Faceless Void. But I held out because I know the rule and I want to be efficient with my resources. Last tip of the day today, guys, is to join a clan. This is not the game to play if you want to be a Sigma solo lone wolf, because god damn, the clan v clan rewards go hard. and you can just get those for just playing the game, right? Nothing extra when there's a clan B clan event going on. So even if you haven't found your permanent clan, your forever clan, just join one. You can always leave and then join another one once you have found the clan that you want to stick with. But if you're looking for a forever clan, join my clan, guys. The Krabby clan is open. It is actually full right now, so maybe that was a lie. But there are a few inactive people, so if you want to join, this is it. Tag C223. Apparently there are some fake Krabby Dota clans out there, so this is the real one. And if you want to join, comment on this or message me on Discord, and I will clear up a slot for you, and you will be exchanged with somebody who's been inactive. I lied. That was not the last tip of the day. The last tip of the day is to enjoy the grind. Like today, I really found a flow state, honestly, playing raid after Dota. And I know I talked about that a little bit, but I was really just able to lose myself in the grind. And I felt just the progression in the game just felt good. And again, I was able to just forget about what was happening outside of raid. And I was able to just like kind of dive in with my chat. That was a good time. See you guys in the next video.